Hello everyone and welcome back to VoIP Knowledge. In this video, we are going to learn how to configure MFA in Grandstream PBX. MFA is multi-factor authentication which will prevent unauthorized access to the PBX from admin or any user login. So in this way, it will give you a double authentication like when you log in the PBX with the admin credential or user credentials, then it will ask you to enter the OTP which received on your authentication application. Then only the PBX will logged in via OTP. So it is two-way authentication, and to configure this need to navigate on maintenance and user management option. So if you have a single logged in user like admin or any other sub user, so you have to enable the MFA on that particular user. So you can see here multi-factor authentication option, and if you click over here it will give you a guide how you can authenticate or do the process for MFA. And if we hover over it, it will give you the option if enabled, the user account will be required to enter an MFA code in addition to login credential when logging into the UCM management web portal. And similarly, we have to configure the email ID in the system setting, email setting, and here also. So if you want to configure the mail, so navigate on the system setting, email setting, and here you can configure your email, and after that test the connection whether your mail is configured properly or not, and after that navigate to maintenance option, user management option, and edit your login username. Then enable this option multi-factor authentication, and here we have two options via the authentication app or TOTP hardware token. So it is a time-based one-time password hardware token. It means you need a hardware device which will give a one-time password for authentication, or if you have any authentication app on your mobile device, so you can authenticate from there also. I'm using the mobile application, and just select this option and click on the next, and here you will get the options. So first step is install the application in your phone or computer, and you can see the compatible applications here. For Android mobile, you can download Google Authenticator or Authy, and for iOS device similarly Google Authenticator and Authy, and for Windows phone you can use Authenticator application. Now the second step is to scan the QR code with your software token application or enter the secret key. So here I'm going to, so we have two options, so QR code or show secret key. So we are going to scan this QR code from the mobile app, and then we have to put these MFA code in the 3 and 4 step, then click OK, and MFA will be done. So let me install Google Authenticator on my mobile. So I'm going into the Play Store and searching for Authenticator, and we have to install Google Authenticator application. Install it. Now open this application, and you have to configure the same email ID in your phone similarly to the PBX admin email ID. Then click on the Get Started and select your email ID. So I have selected my email ID. Continue as VoIP, and now we have to click on this plus icon on the bottom and select Scan QR code. So we have one first authentication code, and we need to enter it over here, 659 and 247 immediately, and after 30 seconds we will get the second code in the mobile application. So now we have second code, and click on OK. So authentication enabled successfully. Please click Save and apply changes to finalize changes. OK, save it. Click on the OK to and now click on the apply changes. So we have configured MFA on the admin login, and I'm going to log out the session, and now I'll show you. I'm going to log in the PBX with the admin credential. Now it is asking for MFA code, so we have to enter. So I'm having code on my mobile, and I'm going to enter it. So it is verified, and the PBX is logged in successfully. So this way the PBX is authenticated, and it is a double authentication process. So first of all you have to log in with the admin and then enter the MFA code, then only the PBX will be logged in. Similarly, if you want the same for Wave application, like if you are giving some users Wave mobile application and they want to log in, or you want to give them restriction like particular user, or you want only authenticate them, then you have to enable MFA on that application or extension. So click on the Wave client in that particular extension, and here we have the option of multi-factor authentication. Make sure you must have a official firmware version or the latest firmware version above 1.0.27 series firmware. Then enable it and click on save and apply changes. So now if you want to log in the Wave application, let me show you on browser. We have enabled MFA for 1101 extension. So let's try with that extension whether the MFA is working properly on this extension or not. Now it is giving the option the administrator has enabled MFA security authentication for you. Please bind the authentication method. So click on bind option and we have to follow the same steps like we set for the admin credential. Similarly, the authentication app, then next, and select the scan QR code, and again in the mobile application scan QR code. So we put the first code 375148 and then wait for the second code which is 086957. Now click OK and the authentication is successful. Now we again going to log in the extension login. Now it is asking for the authentication code. So code is, let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, so new code is generated in the application which is 130 and 420. Now here click on OK and the extension is logged in, and we can so this way you can authorize particular user to use the Wave application, and once you verified them then only they can log in their extension on the Wave mobile application. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel and press the like button if you like this video, and share this video to your friends or someone who needs it. Thank you.